Hello, welcome to Scale Modeling, and welcome to part 10 of our MiniArt military truck build. So, in this video, we're going to go and do all the weathering because the truck is built. There was one little thing I forgot about, and that's the chain hanging off the rear tailgate at the back here. I was going to use the one supplied, but it was silver or gold, and I need it to be darker, so I have a bit of an old dark chain that was from a ship model that I didn't use. It's already dark, it's already black, so I'll be attaching that just onto the back here. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to go through too much of showing you me doing the weathering, but I will show you what I'm going to explain what I'm going to do and what I'm going to use. So before we get into this, please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notifications bell to get notified of the videos as they come out. Hit that thumbs up button if you like the video, and your comments are welcome below. So let's get on to this. So the idea is that I want it to be a little bit muddy, well, not muddy, but dirty, dusty, that sort of thing. So this is depicted in France, 1944, and in summer. I'm guessing it's probably been around crossing beach areas, a lot of land areas, crossing bridges in a dry time of the year. So for that, I'm going to use some pigments. We've got some sand pigments here, which will go well on the tires. I've used this before in other builds, really good. This also looks good on windows and anywhere else that dust is going to collect. Now, also for the tray area, it's obviously looking way too clean. So I have some panel line wash, which I'll be running across and doing work with. I also have some stained brown wash as well, to bring out some detail in the seats, I hope. I'm also using Tamiya Weathering Master, and this one has snow, which we won't need, but we have soot and rust. Not really going to be needing the rust, but that brown will go well with, I guess, some of the dirtier areas, but the soot, definitely use that in places underneath. And I'm just sort of winging it really, and just see how it turns out. Everything was obviously excuse me, everything was clear coated as during the build, so that's all done, so it's ready to apply all this stuff. Okay, so I'll make a start, and we'll come back at various stages and look at it progressing. And I do plan to finish this in the video, so at the end of the video we'll have a completed model of the truck and some nice photographs. All right, so let me get started on this. Back shortly. Okay, welcome back. So I've pretty much finished this part. This has got all the weathering I want to do on it. I don't know how well you can see that in this light, but I've sort of done the tires like they've got sand on them. Basically the whole thing's covered in a bit of sand. Got around the windscreen, the hood, a bit on the guards, all over the spare tire. I think it's come up really well. As for the rear tray area, there's that there. Again, sand. Also did the lights on this. I did those red lights that needed doing on on there and on there. Just put some sand on the bench seats in the back, on the floor in the back. So that's it. And this will just sit on the back, pretty much just like this. And that's it. So what I'll do is I'll put some photos up that I'm going to take. And yeah, what can I say? It was a tough little kit. I don't think I've ever built something with that much detail, requiring so much accuracy to put together. I mean, I don't mean like, you know, you just, this piece goes on here and there's a little tab where it sits in. Pieces have to be perfectly straight or perfectly at the right angle, particularly if something else is going to connect up to it. There was a lot of areas on here, especially in the drivetrain area, that you had to have spot on. Otherwise, you're going to have problems later on. Same with the cabin, the main front area here. Well, I found one side's not as spot on as the other side. And it's probably because I might have got one little bit wrong on one side and that's put it all out. But it's only a quarter of a millimeter. It's hardly noticeable in any way at all. But yeah, it's these MiniArt kits are very, very detailed. Yeah, I'm not going to stop me doing it again. It was certainly a good learning experience, getting this up and running, and like to get it to this, and I'm happy with it. Now, this kit does come with crew. All right, so there are some crewmen here, which I have deliberately left out because I'm not confident doing figures yet. My last attempt, the 5 or 6 crew people of a tank I did, they all look like brothers and they all look like Smurfs. Terrible. But I'm going to work on that. So I will keep this with this for this kit later, and I can always add them onto it later. I also like to sit this in some sort of a basic diorama, even if it's like just using a picture frame and filling it with sand and resting it in the sand. Might look good. But anyway, so yeah, I'll throw the photos up at the end with a bit of music in the background. And thanks a lot for watching. Thank you, everybody, for your comments below and offers of help and advice that have come in useful, particularly Mr. Donahue. Thank you very much for giving me some tips on this with your experience. It made my job a little bit easier. And I did get stuck a few times, as he knows. But in the end, it's come up really good. So please, if you like the video, give us a good thumbs up, and got any comments, anything you'd like to put down the bottom, please do. And thanks for joining me through all these 11 actually episodes to get this built. And I'll see you in the next build. Okay, bye for now. Cheers.